Well, guys, on Monday, I gave you the opportunity to purchase Anthony Redd's latest college basketball release for just $5. I gave you a $65 discount coupon code. It cost $70. That brought your total purchase price to just $5 little dollars. And I mean, a lot of you. As a matter of fact, we set a record yesterday for the most people ever to take advantage of the $5 purchase program, which is what I just invented the name for that program since I only started doing this 5 weeks ago. A record number of you did it yesterday, and he delivered. Washington State, the home dog, outright over Pittsburgh. Talk about an underachieving team. That would be the Pitt Panthers this season. Talent on paper, on the floor, ain't happening. Not happening now. In game one of the CBI tournament championship series, it goes to Washington State as the home dog in Pullman. Anthony Redd making you a winner. And guys, this $5 program, just like the charity play of the week program, I'm going to keep doing it. If you missed your opportunity, pay attention to the videos. I'm going to do one of those plays every single week. I just think it's a neat opportunity for so many of you out there that may be hooked into longer term packages with other handicappers. Like, for example, a lot of guys have gotten on the Craig Davis bandwagon, and for good reason, over the past couple of months and made a long-term commitment to him. And as I've told you in the past, 75 to 80% of the customers here at the site actually don't come in and buy an individual handicapper on a given day, but they make a long-term commitment of 30 days or longer because the savings are just phenomenal. I mean, depending on the length of the package and the handicapper, the average cost per day comes down to anywhere between $7 and $10. So most of you are involved in those type of package purchases anyway. But if you happen to be committed, let's say, to Craig Davis or Chuck O'Brien, who hit a big play yesterday, but this gives you a chance to sample another handicapper at the site for a ridiculously low price, $5. I'm going to keep doing it. We've had success with it. I think this play has won each of the last 2 weeks because last Monday we did a play with Craig Davis, in fact, which was a winner as well. This week it's Anthony Redd. He wins last night. So we're going to keep doing it. I can't tell you in advance what day I'm going to always do it because to me, I don't want to give you just Joe Blow's play because he has a little small selection. I want to give you a quality play, a very nicely rated play from a handicapper that's hot. Because the bottom line is, as I told you before, I view my job here as playing traffic cop. I try to steer you in the right direction based on the knowledge I have of who's winning, who's done extremely well, who's on a roll, who's got a particular play that they're on a winning streak with. Because the bottom line is here, we all want to make money. So when I don't mention Matt Rivers or I'm thinking somebody else, Dom Chambers, for example, Trace Adams, for example. If I'm not mentioning them, it's because they're not winning. I mean, it's no. Now, a lot of these guys take it personally, the handicappers. They think I'm slighting them. But that's just total BS. They just got to get over their egos and put them at the door because if they're winning, I'm going to talk about them. That's the bottom line. So you cashed in with Anthony Redd here yesterday. And here, I've got a couple of money-saving coupons that apply to Anthony today. And I have a coupon good for everything at the site, too, coming up in just a moment. Plus another free pick, 26 and 14 run as well. Listen, these are the numbers with Anthony Redd, guys. And you should know by now, because I've talked to him, till I'm blue in the face, no pun intended, with the color mismatch. But over the past 69 days, he's 66 and 34. And in that 69-day stretch, a $10 player has won $11,857. $11,857 in a day shy of 10 weeks. That $10 player has won. And that's wins minus losses minus the VIG, guys. He's won 10 of the last 13 days overall. Tonight, 50 dime winner number 15 out of 23, NBA Dog of the Month. Just as strong as his 50 dime winner on Washington State over Oregon State in the CBI tournament semifinals last Wednesday when Washington State won going away by double digits as a 6.5 to 7 point dog in this one. Here's the bottom line, guys. He's on a 25-9 run with 25 dime plays. This play is stronger. He's won 4 straight 30 dimers after last night's. This play is stronger. 7-4 roll with 40 dime plays, and this play is stronger. Now listen, if you'd like, especially since you sampled him yesterday, or maybe you're already involved with Anthony Redd. I've got 2 different coupons here for you guys. Here is the first one. You buy a 30-day package from Anthony Redd, save $100. Save $100 simply by using this coupon code, 100RED. 100RED. It's 100 REDD. REDD, 100 REDD, no space between the number or his last name. So, for example, a 30-day package It's normally $449. Take $100 off, guys. You'll get it for $349. And if you happen to be a package player already with Anthony and you have an applicable instant rebate, you can cash that in as well, guys, of $50 or more. So you can maximize your savings. In fact, if you happen to be a current package player with Anthony Red and you want to extend your service, take advantage of the coupon, guys. I don't care. I don't care how much. As long as you save even more money, I don't care. You can then, what will happen is automatically the system, let's say you buy another 30 days, it'll just add 30 more days to your current package, and it'll give you your instant rebate, and it'll give you your $100 off. Again, that coupon is $100 off a 30-day purchase of Anthony Red's long-term plays. And remember, this is every single play. Anthony doesn't have a better play that's not on the website. He doesn't have a phone number to call. He doesn't have, oh, I love the handicappers that run those scams. I mean, oh, hey, buy my gold plays, but tonight I've got a silver play, which is stronger, and then I've got my double platinum bonus play, then I've got my 3-for-1 special play. You go to their webpage and they've got like 17 different types of packages for one single night. Are you kidding me? There's one or two plays. There's one thing you can buy. That's it. For every single handicapper at the site, one thing you can buy. There is nothing held back from any of these handicappers. So anyway, that'll save you there using that coupon again, 100RED, R-E-D-D. Here's another one for you, those guys. Perhaps you'd like to make a little longer term commitment because Anthony has had this great run, had a great NBA playoffs last year, and also last year happened to be, and I have to double check my records, either Chuck O'Brien, Anthony Red, or myself were the #1 baseball handicappers. We were definitely the top 3 at the site last summer. I got to go back and see who actually won the crown. Jesus, if Anthony Red beat me, though, I will never hear the end of it. Never, ever hear the end of it. He's a ball buster. That's all I can call him. I think we should put that under his tag, under his name, Ball Buster Supreme. Last year, $10 bettors won $6,425 following his baseball advice. Here's the deal. If you'd like to buy a 60-day package or longer, use this coupon code to save $250 off your purchase. 250RED. 250REDD. That'll save you $250 off a 60-day or longer package. So again, his current 60-day package is $749. You would take $250 right off the top of that, guys. $250 right off the top. So now you're suddenly looking at a package that is under $9.50 a day. And again, applicable instant rebates apply. And again, if you happen to be already a member of Anthony's site, you can extend your package and, it'll automatically add the extra days to your service. So you want to save $250 off a 60-day or longer package. That coupon code is 250REDD. No spaces there. 250REDD, 250 off a 60-day or longer package. It's the least I can do. And guys, again, he's been winning. What more can I tell you? Now, let's get busy here talking about some other handicappers. Yesterday, I happened to mention that Chuck O'Brien had a big 50-dime play, his second in a row, and he delivered with Washington State. As I said earlier, he was on the same side as Anthony was last night. Washington State outright over Pittsburgh. Well, tonight has 50-dime 50-dime winner number 3 in a row, his NIT Game of the Year, Minnesota and Washington at Madison Square Garden. Again, just as strong as last night's winner on Washington State. His first 50-dime play was Iowa State outright over Connecticut in the big dance a couple of weeks ago. $10 better has won $4,030 following Chuck's advice over the past 67 days. Other handicapper quickly talk about Craig Davis, looking for winning day number 9 out of 12 today. Since February 1st, the $10 better has won $7,085. In fact, the past 34 days alone, that $10 better following Craig's advice has won $5,575. Today, 30-dime NIT Game of the Month, UMass and Stanford. He had a big play on UMass against Drexel last week. I think that was the $5 play of the week last week, in fact. Does he ride the Minutemen again, or does he go with a red-hot Stanford team? Find out for yourself from Craig Davis. Oh, Jesus. And if I don't mention Jeff Benton, you think... Jeff Benton is almost as big of a ball buster because he's a cocky, egotistical SOB. But I love you, Jeff. He's won 8 straight days. just hit 3 straight 109 plays for you this past weekend. 49 bookie basher tonight, Minnesota, Washington. 49 winner number 10 out of 14. He's on a 49-27 run with 29 plays. This play is twice as strong. He's won 14 of the last 18 days, FYI, and a $10 better has won $6,570 in college basketball alone. Following his advice. So those are among some of the hot handicappers here at the site. Listen, if you want to save $15 off of any particular purchase you make today from any handicapper, use this coupon, DUST15. DUST15, D-U-S-T and the number 15, D-U-S-T and the number 15. No space between the word dust and the number 15. Why DUST15? Because about 10 minutes before I started doing this video, or intended to start doing this video, I'm down in the basement. I'm cleaning out some stuff to throw away. A few years ago, had some contractors come in, had squeaky floors, had to have some shims put in all over the place. You think they would have cleaned up after themselves? My wife has this huge box upstairs, the baby clothes. They must be like 15 years old. They've been up there in this box, this big Rubbermaid 40-gallon container, right? So I naturally have to move it. I have to get to something. I go to move the damn thing. My God, guys, it was like 7 buckets of sawdust sitting on top of that thing. As I moved it, if I ever go gray, I have an idea what I'm going to look like. My God, was that a mess. Anyway, so that's where Dust 15 came from today. Okay, going to get to your free pick here. 26-14 run with the free selections. Last night gave you a free play on the Indiana Pacers. Wish I bet them instead of the New Jersey Nets last night. And by the way, I broke down that game for you perfectly. I nailed that game. Same way I nailed the big 15-9 play on Sunday with Oklahoma City over Miami. I nailed that analysis on Indiana against Miami. And what I find interesting today is, first I'm listening to Colin Cowherd over on ESPN this morning. And, his theory is that Miami, a veteran, aging team, let the young guns run up to all these regular season wins. They're taking it easy. That's why they've struggled here of late. And I'm going, I don't get it. Then I'm watching the other program on the 4-letter network, the First Take show. They're talking about how concerned you should be with the Miami Heat's performance right now. And as I told you yesterday, this is a team that's 15-10 now on the road after losing, or 15-11 on the road after losing last night. Here's the fact, guys. Nothing I told you yesterday I will dispute today. But these guys are all wrong. Bottom line is, the Heat, not a very good rebounding team. I mean, you got Joel Anthony in the middle. If you want LeBron and Chris Bosh to do the dirty work under the boards, it's going to cost you offensively. But really, the problem with the Heat is nothing. There's no problem with the Heat right now. This isn't what the Heat are playing for. They don't, great. If they get the home court advantage, it would be super. But the bottom line is, regular season, postseason, 2 different styles of play. Right now, the Heat are not a team, because of their lack of interior size, they're not a team that is going to excel on the break. Yeah, Wade's good on the break, LeBron's good on the break, but listen, you got to have a guy that's going to start the break. Well, you got to get the rebounds to do it. They're not a good rebounding team. However, in the postseason, guys, basketball is a half-court game. And you tell me how many teams are as good as the Miami Heat with Bosh, with James, and with Dwayne Wade in a half-court game. Slower pace, defensive-oriented game, fewer shots in the game. Instead of seeing these 110 to 120 scores, even 105, you're going to see the Heat play all of their postseason games, ideally with the score somewhere in the low 80s to mid-90s. There is no problem. But again, talk radio has changed in 20 years. From when I had my talk show many years ago, it was listener-oriented, listener-driven. Now, you got to create the controversy in order to make it stimulating talk. There's nothing wrong with the Heat. And this is a guy who's told you to go against them in each of their last 2 games. Listen, tonight, your free pick, 26-14 run with the free picks. I'm going to go with the Memphis Grizzlies, coming off a huge win against the Lakers on the road here on Sunday, 102-96. That snapped a 1-5 skid. They had won 9 of their previous 10 games. People were saying, well, Zach Randolph has come back and they're not playing well. Gee, what a problem for the Grizzlies to have. Yes, it's taken them some time, and it's going to continue to take some time to get Randolph and the offense back in gear. But right now, they're bringing Randolph off the bench. Had a double-double against the Lakers on the weekend. I think it was 10 points and 12 rebounds. Listen, for the Grizzlies, this is their only home game tonight in an 8-game, 14-day stretch. They are 2-0 in the regular season series against Minnesota so far this year, 85-80 at home on February 8th, 90-86 on January 4th on the road. Now, one of those games, Kevin Love did not play. The other one, well, Love, who scored 81 points in his last 2 games, had a monster game in that one. You know, 27 points, 14 rebounds in the loss at home on January 4th. Love in the month of March is averaging almost 31 points and 14 rebounds a game. But again, the T-Wolves are shorthanded. They lost Ricky Rubio. They are also right now still minus their starting center, Nikolai Pekovic, who I hope I pronounced that right, who's averaging 14 points and 7 rebounds. J.J. Barrera is going to miss a game tonight too. So they're still very, very thin in the backcourt. And this is their 8th road game out of 9 overall. In a 9-game stretch, they played 8 road games in a 16-day period. That's difficult. The line right now is 5.5 points. But even though the T-Wolves, they're coming off a win in their last game, they're going to play a Memphis team that is a good, solid defensive team. And keep this in mind. I just told you what the T-Wolves, how long this current road trip is for them, right? They gave up 109.3 points on average in the first of 5 consecutive road games. The 6th game, they gave up 149 in a double overtime loss at Oklahoma City last Friday night. This team can't stop anybody right now. You also got Michael Beasley, who's playing with a sprained toe, which has resulted in diminished production as well. So I like the Grizzlies to cover the points in this one. That'll do it, guys. Good luck, and I'll catch you again tomorrow.